Hi there, Cody Waite with Waite Endurance here again at session 6 sport performance with core set number 7 of our base builder strength program. With all of them, with all our core sets, we have the 3 movements, one that targets anterior, one that targets oblique, and one that targets posterior core musculature. Our 3 exercises today, you're going to need a lightweight dumbbell, you're going to need a medium to lightweight kettlebell or dumbbell, and then also a bench. For that. So for our for our anterior side, we're going to start with just some basic leg extensions. So you're going to sit on the edge of the bench here, lean back in that reclined position that's very familiar with a lot of core exercises. I like to just sort of lightly hold on to the bench, and you're basically just going to bring your knees up to your chest and then fully extend out in front. So it's basically a crunch variation, extending your legs out in front and in. And if you notice here, we're in that kind of famous kind of hollow hold, hollow rock position. And then we're bringing it up, kind of a knees to elbow type of position. So it's compress, extend, compress, extend. Fairly basic, fairly simple, but very effective for the anterior side of the core. For the next movement for obliques, you can stay in the same seated position, although this time we want to be really proper posture here, high chest, right angles, right angles. We're going to carefully bend over, grab our weight, in this case a dumbbell or a kettlebell. You can also use a dumbbell. And we're going to do basically a seated side bend. So we did a standing side bend in core set 1 or 2. This time we're seated. What being seated does is it requires a lot more trunk stability because you're a little more unstable when you're seated. You don't have your legs giving you that stability. So typically it's a little lighter weight as well compared to the standing side bends. But it's the same concept. You're just going to bend, getting a really good stretch through this side, and then you're going to pull with these muscles to bring yourself back to center. So it's a slow bend with a good little stretch, and then you're going to pull with your side muscles. I like to put my hand up here, it just feels more balanced. Nice and slow, deep stretch, and then pull back up. And then you'll switch sides. Typically 8, 10, 12 of these in a set, 3 or 4 times through. That's what you'll see with core set number 7. So it requires a little bit more stability because it's easier to tip forward, it's easier to tip back, so you really want to keep your spine, your torso straight up and down as you do these. For our third movement, and targeting our posterior chain, you're going to need a lightweight dumbbell. This one's 5 pound, anywhere from 5 to maybe 20 pounds as you get stronger. And we're going to do what's called a dumbbell crossbend. So with this, you're going to extend this dumbbell up overhead, and you're going to tip forward. Whoops, other side. So it's opposite arm and leg, being the same leg goes up with the arm that comes down. And you're going to bend across and pull back up. And basically what you're doing is really lighting up your hamstrings and a little bit of your glutes and even a little bit of your low back as you stand back up that way. So you can see here, you're crossing over. So you're crossing that midline, tipping forward. Requires a lot of balance, a lot of ankle stability, as well as targeting that posterior chain, really targeting, emphasizing the hamstrings, the glutes, and to a slightly lesser degree, the low back muscles. So that's your dumbbell crossbend. That's core set number 7. Good luck, have fun.